Earlier today, Treyarch released the Days of Summer event to all PS4 players, and the Days of Summer event is one of the biggest events in a Call of Duty game's life cycle. It's when pretty much the last 3 Call of Duty games get a shit ton of content, ranging from maps to weapons to new modes. And today I want to talk a little bit about the new content that has been added to the multiplayer side of things. Now I won't be talking that much about Blackout or Zombies, so if you were interested in the new content that were added to these modes, I'll leave a link to the patch notes in the description below. Okay, so starting off here, Treyarch added the map Grind, which was one of the best DLC maps in Call of Duty history, and surprisingly, it is free for everyone, and has been permanently added to the regular map rotation. And they also added a brand new battle pass that finally includes the Vendetta sniper rifle that has been buried in the game's files for months at this point. And they also added not 1, not 2, but actually 5 DLC weapons, which include the Stingray, the Peacekeeper, the Locust that is returning from Black Ops 3, the Ballistic Knife, and the Grav, which is the Galil, which in my opinion I think should have been there at launch, but whatever. Anyways, I think after all this, you would think that I would be happy, and that this event would be pretty much the best thing that happened to Black Ops 4 since launch. Well, this event could have been that, and honestly, after all the shit that we have seen from this game, this should have been that, but to no one's surprise, it wasn't. You see, out of the 6 DLC weapons I told you about, only 2 of them are actually obtainable through gameplay, and one of them is the Galil, which has been in Blackout ever since launch. I seriously don't get it. I am honestly baffled. They went so low this time, like this is honestly Blackout 3 level of shit we are seeing here. Well actually, no, this is fucking worse. At least in Black Ops 3, the only things that you can actually spend money on, other than the game itself, was a season pass and loot boxes, and that's it. In this shitty ass game, you can spend money on an in-game store, you can spend money to buy tiers, you can spend money on the season pass, and you can spend money on fucking supply drops. At least in Black Ops 3, they had the fucking decency to give season pass owners bonus challenges and items and guaranteed weapon bribes. What do you get for owning the Black Ops pass in this game? Oh yeah, that's right, nothing. Oh yeah, and in Black Ops 3 supply drops that you would earn by just playing the damn game, they gave you 3 items. In this game, the free supply drops that you earn by just playing the game, they give you 1 item. 1. And that item could be a sticker or a fucking death effect. Oh yeah, and it also takes you a fucking hour to earn them. You literally spend an hour of your life playing this shitty ass game just to get like a duplicate weapon charm, which first of all isn't even that visible on certain guns, and secondly, you can get it for a weapon that you don't even fucking play with. And the shit doesn't even end there. In Tier 25 the Battle Pass, they have a weapon bribe which is duplicate protected. And you'd think that this would be a very good thing. It wouldn't fix the core problem, but at least it would give us a chance at getting the new weapons without spending any money. But of course they had to do something to fuck it all up. They had to go out of their way to ruin it for us. And what did they do this time? Well, this weapon bribe can either give you a brand new weapon, or a Mark II variant of an already existing weapon. Are you fucking kidding me? Now, as I said before, this bribe is duplicate protected, but here's the thing. No one owns every fucking Mark II weapon in the game. That is just borderline impossible. So the odds of you actually getting a new weapon instead of a Mark II variant is pretty much close to nothing. Like, this isn't even comparable. And do not worry, this isn't where the shitstorm ends. I'm going to go on a little tangent here, well actually 2 tangents, but first of all, let's talk about the topic of ground war. Since this game's fucking beta, pretty much all the community were requesting ground war, and what did they do this time? Well, they added ground war, but for fucking Blackout. I think out of all the things they did to the multiplayer of this game over the last couple of months, this is the biggest confirmation that they genuinely do not give a shit about either multiplayer nor zombies. All they care about is Blackout. Like honestly, this has been one of the most community requested things since the game's fucking beta. And 9 months in, they finally added, but not to multiplayer, to fucking Blackout. Oh, and another small thing, now this isn't really that big of a deal, but it still annoys the fuck out of me. they added this new fan favorite map to the map rotation for free, right? Which is a pretty good move on their part. Like, I know I have been shitting on the game for the past like 3 minutes, but credit where credit is due, that was a pretty good move, and I think this stemmed from the backlash they received when putting WMD as a map in the Black Ops Pass. But like, anyways, now this is all fine and dandy. Except that for some fucking reason they were too lazy to add in like a grind 24/7 playlist. Like, they just added a new map to the permanent rotation, and naturally people will want to play it, so it just makes sense to add a playlist that only contains that map so you could be able to play it as much as you want, right? Well, apparently this doesn't make that much sense to Treyarch, so they decided to not do it. And what that resulted in is that I spent around 3 hours trying to find a game in grind with pretty much no success at all. Like, again, this is a really small point that isn't really that important to the rest of this video, but I just wanted to get it out of my system. But anyways, this has been it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I'll leave a like. If you have any thoughts or opinions you want to share, I'll leave a comment. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. No Salt out.